an expression, ship is going down like about to sink. It's women and children first. That's 100 years ago. Women have equal employment rights. They're probably treated equal citizens. But when it comes to parenting, don't women are more nurturing and they have a better chance of growing up more normal than a father? We say some fathers can become great parents, but it's more likely the female would be the more nurturing caretaker. Am I wrong or right in thinking that?
I don't think you're wrong. Again, there's another term that we don't use too much today, but perhaps it's with a political correctness, but there is a term called maternal instinct that men just don't have. And we know women's brains, their bodies are wired to have children. So it would make sense in terms of evolution and survival that they would have a built-in innate sense of how to mother a child, how to parent a child, that fathers just don't have.
Nicholas Sparks has this book, I think I mentioned before, where the father really had a form of autism. The son didn't really appreciate how hard he had to work to get through his disability. And the kid ended up okay. He didn't have a mother. And I got a lot of other books. So how much harder with the problem he did. In the end, it took a woman, a girl that obviously the boy fell in love with, to get the son to see the father in the correct light. It still took a woman, didn't it?
Yes, women have just a much more of a sense of feeling, their relationships. They've done studies, and in terms of the discussion, women, when they speak to each other, it's very often very sensitive to each other's needs. They want to know about each other. They're interested in each other. They keep up on each other's careers, their children, important events. And men, when they track men's conversations, very often it's fairly shallow, fairly superficial, and goes to the usual topics you might think about: sports, things like that, making money. So as much as there's a movement afoot, obviously, to equalize the sexes and say that people are equally involved and entitled to things, which of course they are, there is a fundamental difference between men and women. We're built differently, we're wired differently.